Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here. Today I'll be bringing you a 2 versus 2 for Rome Total War. This time I shall command my favourites, the Julli, and I will team up with Tangent, who commands Macedon, and we will face off against SAMCRO, who commands Armenia and Gunz Crazy, who commands Carthage. I thought this guy was Crypto, but SAMCRO. Same clan though, the one with the long the brackets and then all the dashes and then the name and then all the dashes and more brackets. This guy is pretty good, at least in past battles I've had with him. He's pretty good. But my force consists of, it was a high money game, so there's a little more high money units involved. I've got 5 units of gold attack, archer auxilia, 5 units of, let's see, 2 units of urban cohorts, and 3 gold and 3 units of legionary cohort. This is about as much as I'm ever going to use the urban cohorts. I don't really like them that much. I've also got 5 units of praetorian cavalry gold, and of course 4 triarii gold, considering up against Armenia. So this, he's going to harass me with these horse archers. That's going to be a pain. My allies' army consists of a front line of 5 gold phalanx pikemen, then a back line of 5 gold royal pikemen. In between them is 4, I think, archers, probably with gold attack, and he's got 6 companion cavalry, which are gold. His opponent's Gunz Crazy. He has a CWB broken rule. I'm sure it was CWB. I might be wrong though. I can't remember. But he's brought looks like 10 units of gold sacred band. So he's got some extremely powerful infantry and a lot of them. He's got 4 units of non-upgraded Balearic slingers and 6 units of gold sacred band cavalry. Crypto has 6 units of looks to be gold and an experience or 2 experience heavy spearmen. Not Crypto, SAMCRO, sorry, I keep getting them muddled. He's got 6 gold attack, gold rather, and 1 experience archers, and 6 units of gold and some with an experience chevron cataphracts. He's also got this horse archer, obviously that's annoying me. So my ally moves up here to engage with Carthage. Obviously the Balearic slingers outrange standard archers. He's going to come forward. He doesn't need to though, because as I said, Balearic slingers actually outrange these archers. So he didn't actually need to do that, but sometimes you make these mistakes. So immediately SAMCRO is going to fuse his line with Carthage, which is a good move to support one another, and I'll come up and support Macedon because I don't want him getting left alone. But again, I'm losing men to these horse archers, which is kind of frustrating, as I can't really do much about it, because every time I bring archers out he just retreats back, and so it's not really much point. So he's just going to harass me a bit there, which is a bit of a nuisance. But they don't prove that much of a problem. So the missile duel is, well, probably in Tangent's favour. That's because he got the first few shots off, interestingly enough. But standardly in a one-on-one, Balearic slingers should win because they're better. So SAMCRO, almost called him Crypto again. I don't know why I keep thinking he's that guy. He's going to he's finished linking up, and here is where the Sacred Band advance. And I was very tempted to come in here and attack at the same time as Macedon does, but then it would leave me with less men to face SAMCRO. So I didn't exactly do that. So I'm trying to hit some of these horse archers, and they make a difference. As you can see in Cantab Circle, you can really not hit them, particularly the light variants. So he's going to advance up, and I mean my infantry will just totally crush this Armenian infantry. The only thing that worries about me Armenia are these cataphracts, which are really deadly. But Armenian infantry is in no way a match for practically any Roman infantry. Only pre-Marian units really. Anything post-Marian will destroy Armenian infantry. But he does a smarter thing with his archers than me. He stretches their line thinner, and I don't know if my archer auxiliary were just having a bad day or something, but they barely kill any of his men, even though these are just standard archers. It was probably just a bad day, a combination of these horse archers there. I was trying to attempt to strike on them, but he's going to bring his cataphracts in, so I'm not going to. But as you can see, I just don't really inflict any real damage on them. Well, he's also got his line stretched thinner and longer, which means less likely to get men hit. So my archer auxiliary are just not doing as well, and I think I was taking some hits from these Balearic slingers, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if it was just a really bad performance from my archer auxiliary. Which is why I like archer auxiliary, but at the same time, sometimes they're just overly expensive without any real bonuses except for range. But people close the range, so you don't really need that extra range. So they're going to be an epic fail in this fight, really. They just don't inflict very much damage. And he did have an extra unit, so they were outgunned. Plus with the horse archers firing, there was 7 units against 1, and he had made better use of his archers than I did. But I'm going to advance up here, and I'm going to stretch my line out a little bit like this, and I just want to see if I can bait him to start the battle, because with these triarii, my guys can beat his cavalry. Praetorian cavalry, not as strong as cataphracts, but they can put up a good fight against them, but with triarii support they'll beat them, in most cases anyway. So Crypto doesn't want to do this fight, which is fine for me, but I'm not going to make it that easy for him. Here I finally catch his horse archers, or at least some of them, and he does come in. I do rout them, which is good, but it's a bit late now. As you can see, my archer auxiliary have been chopped up, and only really took out half of his archers, so it didn't work all that well. So we got quite dominated in the missile duel. So out here, Carthaginian cavalry has beaten companion cavalry. So basically, Sacred Band are better at melee fighting, but companion cavalry are better at charges. So, but other than that, they're really even. But in conjunction with the fact that Carthage has got better infantry in their Sacred Band than Macedon's Royal Pikemen, you can be sure that Carthage is a better faction overall. The only thing that Macedon's got, in my opinion, are missile units. But you can close the missile duel up pretty quickly with just a charge in most cases. I always find that Carthage is easier to play it with than Macedon. But his Sacred Band are getting a bit ganged up on here, so that's why they're losing. But as you can see, they're doing a really good job against his infantry. He's lost a lot of infantry as well, so that's really bad for me. But I do manage to get some peeler off here, and that's going to do a bit of damage to SAMCRO. And I'm trying to bait him with his cataphracts, but he just doesn't want to do it. And that's fine, because it's actually playing my strengths too, because he'll tire his cataphracts out faster than I'll tire my cav out. So that's okay. And now this Macedonian infantry is just getting drawn right into Gunz' trap, really. He just wants to draw them in, and then he'll just, he's almost got like a semi-surround on them here. And this cavalry will come in and pulverise them. But I'm going to come over here with a cavalry unit and hopefully try and support him. So here I see this horse archer unit again that's regrouped. I'm going to kill it. He looks like he's revealed some gold and experienced Arab cavalry. It's probably pretty limited now. It might have been good for killing my archer auxiliary. So here I went in for a bit of a hammer and anvil, but I'm going to pull out of that, and I'll knock out some of these Balearic slingers while I'm at it, but I won't hang around that too long. I'll kill as many of them as I can though. So over here I get rid of these horse archers, and I am taking a few missile shots from his archers, but I'm going to rush my infantry up. That should force his archers to retreat, if they're on skirmish mode, that is. And he'll retreat them, and I killed quite a lot of Carthage's slingers. And here, SAMCRO's blocking me from helping my ally, which is a good move. But I'm going to rush him now while he's really disorganised, so he's going to have to quickly come in and fight this. And I managed to catch him off guard, and I'm going to get a semi-surround on him here, although he's got lots of numbers in. And he will quite easily win that. But I bring in my infantry now, and I'm confident by this point that I can surround his cataphracts. But he's going to get out of this while he can. But his pulling out like this allows me to hit a lot of his men in the backs, and it will exhaust his cataphracts quicker than it exhausts my infantry. So as you can see, there's as many cataphracts as there are Roman cavalry there. So he pulls back. He's going to try another crack. He's just going to try to steadily phase me out, basically, with a strike each time. But his infantry could be right behind me, but I mean, he's still capable of holding him back. But his cataphracts are again very bunched up. I can tell what he's trying to do. He's just trying to steadily take me apart piece by piece. But in that time it actually worked a wee bit better for him. But his cataphracts are clumped and they are surroundable. His infantry is too far out to help. But he could have actually come in with his infantry as well here. And I have this unit out here rushing around to surround these cataphracts, but he is doing quite a bit of damage to my infantry and cavalry, or my cavalry particularly, but each withdrawal is taking out quite a bit of his own men as well, because they are on the run. But I had to be careful here, because if he charged me with his infantry, then I could have been in some trouble. But I could see what he's trying to do. As you can see, there's actually quite a lot of dead cav there, some dead there, but a lot of dead cataphracts in the first part. So I'll reform, and as you can see, we're just shifted sides of the field basically. And he's done a good job to weaken my cavalry, but his cataphracts have all lost around 20 men each, mostly. But my cavalry is quite a lot depleted since then. But he just didn't want to stay in it because of my triarii, I think. But yeah, I lost quite a bit of cavalry to my archer fire. See, I've got then these units down to like 17 and 18. This unit's still full, and there's some other units out somewhere. Well, there should be. So yeah, I've lost about half my cavalry, which is pretty bad. Which I was surprised why he kept restalling like that. But my triarii could still do quite a bit of damage. But I've lost a lot, as you can see, a lot of cavalry. But it doesn't look like I've lost that many. I don't know where all that. It doesn't look like I've lost that many units. I had five of them, I think, and now I've only got like one and a bit. So here I want to get in and kill this Armenian and Carthaginian infantry. That won't be too difficult. So as you can see, his cataphracts did do a lot of damage then, even though it looked like I was on top of them, but he was just doing quite good charges and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get a side charge on him. He doesn't want to be part of that either, but he just decides he's going to go for it in the end. And this time I have got him where I want him, because now my triarii are in support, although he's still doing quite a bit of damage here. His infantry charges, that's easy peasy work for my guys. In this fight, again, it was fairly even this time, but he's still got a lot of cavalry, but he needs to get them in fast to stop me destroying his infantry, because once his infantry is destroyed, I can use my really good legionnaires to easily assist in destroying his men. So my cavalry didn't take too many casualties, and now his are going to get snagged on my triarii to a certain extent at least. Here he's going to catch some of my guys out and they'll rout them, but here I'm going to do a hammer and anvil, quickly free my guys up. He ran in some sacred band, but this is fine. This routs 2 units of his infantry here when I come around the back. So when he comes in, he's going to come straight into the legionnaires. He'll get snagged on them, and my triarii and whatever cav I have left are right behind him. This unit triarii got snagged on these sacred band. That's okay, because that keeps them out of the fight with more important things. And now he's snagged up on my legionnaires, and of course his cataphracts are exhausted and tired by this point, so they'll be easy work from those urban cohorts that have caught them. And here's some of my cavalry out here, and this unit of Arab cav is now caught on these triarii. And these cataphracts are coming in, inflicting quite a bit, but at the same time taking a lot as well. So Over here, these Sacred Band are doing quite a bit of damage, but they are flanked by some Triarii, and as you can see, the Cataphracts finally break from tiredness and exhaustion. So over here, the Sacred Band also break, except for this unit here, but I'm confident I'm okay. So most of my cav got killed in the fighting with his own cavalry. Some Macedonian units survive, but mostly it's just me picking up routers. So basically what happened is he wanted to avoid getting into a full-on cav fight because he knew my Triarii would come in. He did it in phases before my Triarii could assist, and it was a good move because it did kill a lot of my cavalry, and also got a lot of damage from missile fire. But the problem with that is what happened is it exhausted his men very quickly, and he was not able to completely do it properly, and of course it's going to cause more problems for his Cataphracts that are regrouped now. So here I'm surrounding his Sacred Band, the Gunz' Sacred Band, and here there's a Macedonian unit who was going to kill that Armenian guy. But yeah, I just, as you see, my infantry just absolutely mopped up his infantry quickly. But here he tries to charge, but again I'm just going right behind of my own cavalry, which is pretty much dead now. For some reason I thought I had more alive, but I don't. And there's the Armenian general dead, killed by my troops. So it's pretty much over, and I'm going to triple speed, guys, because what happens is Carthage asks if he can just fight what's left of Macedon, and I thought, why not? Might as well let them have their fun. So now when I was in game I thought I had more cavalry left for some reason, but I don't. So I took all my cavalry to stop his Cataphracts, but that's fine. I still have a few Triarii left though. And as you can see, now the Macedonian is going to fight with the Carthaginian one last time. Obviously it's going to be a piece of cake for these Sacred Band. No, they'll have no trouble dealing with these Royal Pikemen. But I'm looking at this battlefield, there's sort of clusters of dead Cataphracts and Praetorians. My Arch Auxilia were a real fail this time. I think it was due to the fact that I just didn't put them in a good long line, and the combination of those horse archers was a nuisance. But I mean, looking at this battlefield, it doesn't look like there's a lot of Praetorian cav on it, dead Praetorian cav. So I mean, it just looks like there's a few handfuls of them here and there on the field. So I don't know what happened to them all. It's almost like they just vanished. But I guess they died. I mean, obviously they died, so I don't have them anymore, but it just doesn't look like there's 5 for all this red dead cav. It doesn't seem like there's enough there for 5 full units of Praetorian cavalry. Although there's a few dead guys over here, but I mean, it doesn't seem like there's that many. I thought I had more left, but anyway, that's just me waffling. So I'm just going to move in, kill the Carthaginian quickly. And I can't be bothered doing it in order and style, so I'm just going to finish him off right away. But this was quite a good fight. It showed some pretty good, I thought, some pretty good tactics by SAMCRO, stalling, but at the same time he over-stalled it, and he usually ended up just running his troops into exhaustion, and that kind of basically just ended him. But it could work quite well. It did kill a lot of my cav, but it just didn't deal for my infantry, which you need just Cataphracts to do. So I'm just going to triple speed to the end, guys, because there's, you know, there's just no need to watch any of this. So yeah, basically what sort of went here was I'm basically just stalling and taking out my guys in phases. I chased him, and I did get a bit disorganised there. It could have been quite deadly if he had charged with his infantry at one point, and I would have been a bit surrounded, and probably would not have been able to use my peeler. But he didn't take it, and I was thankful. I spotted it the moment I did. I thought, man, that's bad. I could be easily destroyed here. But fortunately, he didn't take it, and I was able to reform in time. So that pretty much leaves us with in victory. A lot of the kills are mine, although there's a good number for Macedon as well. But I killed a good number of SAMCRO and Carthage's forces. So nearly at the end, guys. We probably didn't, truth be told, me and Macedon didn't really work that well together, and I don't really think they did either. So it was sort of just two individual battles that were next to each other. Sometimes you know, you work better with people and others you don't. But I always advise any team battles, you should always work together, have a plan, look at the terrain together, think about your armies, your opponent's armies, what factions, what you know about each faction, and actually work together and come up with something, because otherwise you know, you probably won't win, and particularly against another team that's doing the same thing. You know, coordination and strategy and planning together, a lot of people don't do it, and it can cause some problems. So this only comes off as an average victory. I had 1,493 men, I got 1,620 kills, and I had 635 left. Tangent had 1,851, he got 1,009 kills, had 451 left. Gunz Crazy had 1,455, got 1,795 kills, so he got plenty. He got a wee bit more than I did, and he got 82 men left, those two was utterly destroyed. And SAMCRO had 1,399, he got 834, so we all got pretty good kills, really. Did quite a bit of damage to each other. My urban cohorts, they always do good. Urban cohorts are, you know, pretty overpowered, but I thought, having seen that guy SAMCRO join, having seen him play it before, I thought, well, I'll probably need them, so I got them. But 3's as far as I'm going to go, unless it's like a 31k where everyone brings like 14 urbans, I'll probably just do it as well. But in a standard 15k or 30k or whatever CWB kind of game, I'll never go more than 3 because you know, I just don't like them, they're too powerful. Legionary cohorts, they got just as many kills and didn't take too many casualties either. My Praetorian Cav, they actually did, except for this unit, they actually did do pretty good. This one got 329, got tons. It just didn't seem like they did a lot because you couldn't really see them. My Triarii offered good support and deterrence, and my Archer Auxiliary were quite shockingly horrible, except for a couple of units that got in the 60s, but they were just terrible. I don't know what that was about. My Triarii were good though, because you could just tell that how much they deterred SAMCRO and is going on a full-on attack. And basically, he did take out my army in installments, sort of, but ultimately he would keep running because of those Triarii, and it tired his cataphracts, which, as you know, cataphracts that are tired are really useless because they just route too fast with all that armor and everything. So anyway, good game to Tangent, Gunz Crazy and SAMCRO. It was fun, and a good challenging 2 vs 2. So thanks for playing, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and please leave comments, constructive criticism, all that sort of stuff, all welcome. Again, I hope it was entertaining and maybe a bit of a laugh or whatever, just as long as it, you know, made you enjoy it, I hope. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.